All right, welcome everybody. Last but not least, it's me talking. I will keep it a little bit shorter, I think. And yeah, we'll tell you a little bit very little bit about Transline and about our custom TBMS TBlue. And I will elaborate more on the benefits and less on the journey, which is also very interesting. Will be a short story about that, but I will not talk a lot about the Scrum and Agile processes. I think we have had this pretty got covered by the previous speakers. So, TBlue. First of all, who is Transline, or who we are and how it all began? I think as like some of the companies or a lot of companies in the translation business, we started actually with a typewriter and a one-man show. So Dr. Sturz founded the company more than 35 years ago. And yes, he wrote everything on the typewriter and sent it via post office to his customers. Completely different today. So in more than 35 years, I think it's 37 now, we evolved to 6 locations in Germany, France, and Italy. Have 180 employees and more or less 5,000 translators worldwide who work for us, but also more than 150 key accounts, which means like bigger customers who are working with us from industries like life science, e-commerce, machinery, software, and construction. Yes, our technical history. We actually, from Transline, had custom-built TBMSs before. So TBlue is not our first one. We started in 1991 with a D-based solution, which had no name. That's why it is only a D-based solution. And in 1998, Lotus Notes-based solution we call Transfer took over, which was actually not only TBMS, but also an ERP system with email and calendar and everything you can think of what a business needed. In 2005, we developed like an add-on, which was called Transact, which was an automation for TMS across. So what Patrick told about or said before about integrating Trados, we first started with across in 2005. And there had also already like the first, what you today call lights out project management in the order process. And in 2019, which I will talk about today, we started the development of TBlue, our last system. I don't know if it will be the least, but so far it's the last one we are still working on. So why TBlue, and is or was it worth the trouble? At that time, in 2017, we started to think about, should we change, should we not change? We had an established system which was working pretty good, but it also had some limits and harbored some risks. For example, having a Lotus Notes system means that you are dependent on IBM and Lotus Notes. And in 2017, IBM announced that the support of Lotus Notes will expire in 2022, which is actually not a very long time in the future, or was at the time. We had only one Lotus Notes developer in the company. So same thing as Patrick has. I think it's pretty common in LSPs to have one guy who does the IT. And we had this at the same time as well. So if something would have happened to him, we would have had a big problem. And also for Lotus Notes, hardly any available developers on the market. Transfer was like a monolithic application, so everything was in it. Yeah, even apart from email and calendar, we also had like HR, sales, procurement, everything was in this one system. And where we wanted to have optimized business processes or even an automation, for example, in HR or sales, we would have had to develop it in Lotus Notes because there was limited possibilities to add software to the system via interface. Also regarding multi-tenancy, so we were 3 companies at this time who had to work sometimes together and sometimes not together. The possibilities were very limited. For example, our automation with a cross was only integrated for the biggest company, Transline Germany, and the other 2 were not possible to work with it, which is actually not very good. And also, if you wanted to have to buy additional companies, which was the plan of the then shareholders in an M&A strategy, integrating those companies was a very high effort. We tried it with 2, and then honestly we gave up. So add new products and processes was high effort, or sometimes even not possible. Also, we could not meet the growing desire of our customers to have a web-based portal. Or we had one which was very limited, but not like our customer wanted to have it. And also to have our system in the cloud for like SaaS possibilities, because Lotus Notes was an on-premise architecture. So, and what we did not quite know at this time, because as I said, transfer meant all business processes included, ERP system and TBMS was, we would not have been able to work with this system during COVID. But we didn't know this in 2017. So what we wanted or needed, I would say, instead was first of all the transition from Lotus Notes to the Office environment, which has nothing to do with the TBMS, but actually was necessary because if we wanted to get out of Lotus Notes, we had to get out of it completely. But also for the TBMS was flexibility for growth in like every direction, which meant add any product or process, any customer we want, integrate new companies, or have automated intercompany processes, for example, any partner system we wanted to integrate, be able to integrate, but also any software for our business processes, or even external software if needed, or if needed to be able to exchange parts of the system, like parts of TBlue itself. Then it was not TBlue, but of the TBMS itself. So if something needed a completely different approach, then we will be able just to take it out and then put in a different either software or solution. Then in 2017, we already and everybody else had to cope with the trend of the snippet translation. So orders became smaller and smaller. Already at that time, we, for example, had orders which were consistent like of 5 words in 30 languages. And yeah, try to do this in a profitable way with like manual work and manually like asking translators if they have time or not. I think this is not something which is possible. And so we had to take we call it lights out project management to a new level. So to have, if possible, a full automation for the order process and better workload balancing in an improved automation process with our partners. Yeah, the other things or the other visions we had is, for example, to be able to integrate AI components whenever and wherever we want, to have the web-based portal our customers wanted, and also to increase transparency towards the customers. So this is what Marcel talked about, BI solutions, report status, and so on and so on. So how did we do it? And as I said, I will not talk about the Scrum process. I will more or less talk about how you choose the right partner to work with. And we actually had a continuous learning, but sometimes also try and error, I would say. And what we did, we started, and that I will show you, we started actually with our existing team. So we had an in-house development team who were not Lotus Notes developers, but could develop, which, for example, on the Transact solution. And we actually thought, well, if they are there, they are developers, they can maybe do it. And so we thought using the existing resources and apply like the agile process, which we had a workshop for with a partner, and start with a trial, like not with the whole TBlue system, but try and work out if it works or not. Maybe we could do it in-house, but we quickly realized that it was not working the way we wanted. First of all, our developers did not welcome the change with open arms, unfortunately. So the familiarity and comfort of the old system made the prospect of change for them quite daunting, I must say. And so it was met with resistance. And also attending a workshop on agile working methods does not mean your organization is able to embrace the agile principles. So it needed quite a change and also an effort to establish this working method and also the mindfulness change in the company. But to do that, it would take a lot of time, and we honestly didn't have the knowledge to do so. So we partnered with a development partner who had resources near and offshore. And for us, it was like a quick start, I could say, because we could have like an assistance from experts to kickstart the project. We could gain the knowledge required to carry it out successfully, and we could leverage the expertise and tap into their specialized knowledge. And so it could be a sparring partner also for pair programming while we would extend or rebuild our in-house team to meet the requirements to develop TBlue. And have also flexible resources. We worked with this partner for about 2 years, about 2 years, maybe 2.5 years. We worked together quite good. And I say quite, not very good, but quite good. There were downsides, which led actually to the change to lingo systems, which I will tell you. The first one was flexibility is great, but if the partner is too flexible, then it is not great. So we had quite a regular change of the project team members, which meant that we had loss of knowledge. And also the partner was not familiar to the industry. So whenever a new project member came on board, we actually had to restart the whole explaining the industry process, which took a lot of time. And the second is, and it might not apply to other companies, but apply to our company. So we are all quite familiar with the English language, but it's not our a native language. So although we are in the business of language and we speak English, everybody does somehow, it was quite hard to communicate so efficiently or effectively with so specific requirements and such a complex project with all non-native speakers and one part of the team not knowing the industry very well. So after 2.5 years, we decided we had to change the partner and go to a partner or partner with somebody who can give more, let's say, technical know-how which is related also to the industry. At that time, I think André Köhler, I don't know, he called me. Was it you? I'm not really sure. Somebody from Lingo Systems wrote me an email, and I thought, well, if this is not a chance, so I called back, and we had a nice talk, and here we go. We work together since, I think, 2021. And what is better, what was not good before? And this is not an advertising or something like this. I just say you really need to choose your partner wisely and very well. So with Lingo Systems, we have industry experts, and which means we don't have to explain what a cut tool is or a fuzzy match. They know it, and they also know what the Trados is and how to actually connect it with the TBMS. Also, with Lingo Systems, we have a good consulting on technical topics and solutions, which they maybe apply to other customers as well. Not like one-on-one, but you know, the overall idea of it. And we also use Lingo Systems as a sparring partner for our existing in-house development team. So we have developers who are working on TBlue as well, and we work together very well. And since Lingo Systems has quite a stable team, we were also able to build a very productive relationship over the time right now, and it works very well. So we can build on existing knowledge and do not have to rebuild it every half a year or every year. And yes, speaking German on both sides makes it easier, at least for us. Definitely. Yeah. So does it change? No. Ah, yeah. So how is it going, and what is still so to come? I mean, as you know, for us, it's not. We were building on an existing TBMS, which was very integrated also with some of our customers. So we already, with Transfer, we already had a connection to the CMS of our customers, for example, because of the automation. We already had a connection to Across, and we had to change it all, which was quite a huge project. So for Transline Germany alone, we had 120 customers who were more or less integrated into the systems, and who we had to move from one system to the other system. And also not move only from one system to the other system, but with some customers, we also changed from working with Across to change to working with Trados. So what benefits do we have? And why is TBlue good for us, actually? So by developing TBlue, we tailored it to our specific needs. So it means that this customable TBMS is designed and developed to precisely match the unique requirements and workflows of our business. And it allows us to address specific challenges and also incorporate industry-specific solutions. So we can align the system with our organization's progress, and so also resulting in enhanced efficiency and productivity. We achieved the scalability and flexibility we wanted, so we can adapt the system as our business grows and evolves. When we get new customers, for example, or even we buy a new company. The last one we actually integrated on TBlue just at the beginning of the year, and is working very well. And so with TBlue, we can accommodate, for example, future expansion, changing business dynamics. We can also build new products as we like and as we want. We can integrate new customers, no matter the size and the process, or, as I said, new companies. So this scalability actually ensures that TBlue remains aligned with our organization's needs over time. the seamless integration, I heard before, it's quite interesting for some of you in the audience. We managed to integrate 2 TMSs, they say like this, into TBlue. So we are working with across fully automation and also with Stratos. And we actually preparing to integrate MemoQ as well. We also integrate with our customers CMS, or we have an CRM system, a customer relationship management system integrated, or an HR system as well. So TBlue is actually managing various components of our business system in the company, and also those of the clients as well. So with this, we try to eliminate manual data entry as good as possible, and also enhance data accuracy, for example, so we don't have to put in data in different places. We have one single point of truth. And yeah, we have operational efficiency and data consistency in this way. The other is, the next point is enhanced control and security. Since we have our own TBMS, we have our own cloud solution, we have our own little space in the Amazon cloud, in the AWS. So we can extend and as we can use the space as we like. We can use microservices as we wish, and we can do what we want actually, as long as we can do it. And but we also can adhere to industry-specific compliance requirements. So if a customer, for example, needs special requirements regarding data security, we can provide it. And through, for example, penetration tests or security tests and so on, we can also reduce the risk of unauthorized data access or data breaches. The custom built or TBlue or a custom built TBMS, it's actually the same, is also tailored to specific business needs and can provide like a competitive edge. I heard that some have, I saw before that some have problems with, for example, QA processes. What we did is, for example, we just have an own AI-backed QA system, or like a system where customer requirements are maintained. So we put it all into TBlue, and we can take it out if you like and build something completely new. And so we can provide our customers like with the best or unique features or optimized workflows, for example, and improve the customer experience. And the last but not least, maybe, it really depends on how efficient you are, long-term cost savings. Even if it seems that maybe like a custom developed TBMS has a higher upfront cost compared to like off-the-shelf solutions, I believe that it can result in long-term cost savings because you avoid paying for unnecessary features or licenses, for example, you don't require. Also, additionally, you can reduce ongoing maintenance costs because the system is specifically designed for your business, and minimize the need for extensive modifications or workarounds which are needed when you buy off the shelf. So all in all, what we actually thought at the beginning in 2017 about TBlue, we achieved. Our customers working with it. We have interfaces to connect whatever we want to the system, and have achieved our goals in, I say, so far, because, and now I have to, software is never truly finished. So I agree with Patrick, there is a marathon, but actually a marathon is finished at some point, which I believe software never is. And how far have we gone? We have, for us in Transline, we managed to complete the rollout for all transfer companies. So two of them are still left, but we have managed to shut down transfer and the Lotus Notes based system completely and are working now out of in another system. So it means also the whole MS Office environment and TBlue and all the software which is connected to TBlue. We also managed, for example, to connect even MS Office features to TBlue, like it's not only Power BI, but also BPA systems, which is the quality management system required for ISO certifications. Yes, so that we managed, it was a huge project, as I said, and we all did it during the, how you say it in German, Tagesgeschäft, so while also attending to our customers and doing our daily work. But as I said, TUMA companies still have to be integrated, and new requirements from customers and partners will keep us busy also in the future, and new disruptive changes to the industry, like we have right now, conversational AI, will require new ways to meet. And the last word is missing. I don't know why. The challenges. I will finish it. Yes. Thank you very much.